And we're back. Finally got some parts. Steve's back again today, cleaning it up, making it look good before we throw it all back in. But today we put together the 4.8 water pump, and hopefully everything's going to work out good and be not a problem anymore. Kind of crusty. Yeah, I was supposed to clean it. Never did. I was going to make it all nice and new looking. But, oh. So, quick clean before it goes back in. Still super crusty. And these are still they're a little pitted around the aluminum, so just to be safe, we're going to use a little bit of gasket maker for that. So I got some parts in here. Get a light. There we go. New pulley, new bearing in it. Not crunchy like the last one. We got us a thermostat, fresh, brand new, and some gaskets. They look much better than the other ones. They're in the proper shape. Let's do it. So let's clean that up. We're gonna throw some RTV gasket on there, like I said before, because it's a little pitted, you want to make sure it sticks and it's good. It's gonna take it sets like an hour to set it, so we'll see what happens with that. But the shop is a huge mess. I'm right in the middle of spring cleaning and reorganizing, trying to deal with this truck all messed up and stuff. So apologize for the mess, but spring is here, so we'll get all organized and clean soon. You can see back there's a whole new shelving stuff thing, so we'll get into that in another video. Got a little room going on in the back. It's gonna be kind of like the studio lounge area for the boys and stuff when they hang out. Got a cool little driving simulator back in there, but like I said, that's for another video, so we'll get back on the truck right now. So this, I guess I just do it by hand. They just put a bit on and then.
Yeah. Well, I would put some. I don't know if I would just put it on like this and that and sandwich it.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, because I think we're gonna clean this up there. Take all the fucking. If we just like run a bead on it, you know.
Yeah.
We gotta fill it with our fingers and then. It's pitted here, looks pretty good. If we just go around, you know, around that and that there. We got the same on that side.
Remember when you got that little cut on your finger? Brake cleaner remembers. Hi, burn. So little. I just can't dead. No more brake cleaner. As Steve gets that all cleaned up, he's cleaning the bolts right now. So when we put them in, the threads are all nice and clean. It goes in nice and smooth. And he's cleaning up the heads too, because the corrosion sometimes makes it tough for the socket to get on there. You don't want to strip the head on the bolt and have a hard time with it. And then next time, if it has to come off again, it'll be that much easier. So while he's cleaning those, I'm going to drop some of this on the pump and on the engine. It's supposed to set for about an hour, so we got a little bit of time to play in there. But I'm going to put that on there and we'll get going. Now, I'm not sure if it's the best way, but the way I'm going to do it, put a bit on my finger, stick it on there. Try to pull that shit out.
You take the plug out?
Okay. Could have almost forgot. So, we had this jammed in so that nothing got into the engine. Before you put your new pump on, make sure to take those out. You don't want to get that getting sucked through the water jacket in the engine. Once that's in there, it's in there. How do you get it when it's halfway through the block? Time to put the pump in, so we're going to put the gaskets on the pump, run like 2 bolts each side just to make sure that gasket holds up nice and good, and hopefully slide it into the engine bay and everything's going to go nice and smooth. It'll stay where it needs to be. Then we torque it down. First set, I'm going to have to do a pattern, kind of like your wheels, you know, you do that star crisscross sort of deal. There's a sequence to torquing it. On the water pump on this truck, it starts at 11 pounds, and then the second time around we go up to 22. But since we're putting this RTV gasket in there, it's got to set for about an hour. What we're going to do is we're going to put it on there, we're going to torque it to 11, let it all squish out like it needs to do, let it set for roughly an hour, and then we'll torque it down to 22 pounds. Now, I don't know how big of a deal it is to let it sit for that actual entire hour because it's got a gasket on it already. The gasket maker is just there to solve the problem of all the little pits that are in the block and on the water pump if that is actually going to cause a problem. So might be able to get away with not waiting that long, but we're just going to do it and cross our fingers it all works out. Beauty. Got it. See eye to eye.
Okay. That's this here. Okay. Good.
Quite a bit of traveling.
Yeah.
What was that?
Take me out.
So bolts are on, not tight, just snugged up.
We'll get there.
That's probably what happened. Maybe it gets away with only like so many pounds of torque because the thread is so
Maybe.
long that it isn't.
Yeah, there's so much holding it there. Okay.
So torque it down, get out the trusty torque wrench. This is the smaller one, easier to fit in there. Now the thing is, it says 11 foot-pounds, but the only measurements I've got on here is inch. So we did a little conversion on Google. 11 foot-pounds is 132 inches foot-pounds, or inch pounds.
Yeah.
Foot inch.
Footage.
I got $100,000,000,100.
Gonna do it, did he give like one turn each, kind of go around?
Yeah,
Until he reached his.
Yeah, he started did the center, like center to center,
Okay.
and then he started crossing it from there. So another important part here, as Steve's doing right now, is the sequence. You gotta do like a star pattern, start from the outside, then you go to the top or bottom on the opposite side, back and forth until you're all the way around. So he's tightening it just a little bit until it's all nice and snug before hearing the click on the actual torque wrench. Make sure everything's down good, solid, and even the whole way around. Even. Because if you don't do that, it's going to crush your gaskets, it's going to warp everything, make it all weird, and we're almost pretty certain that's what the problem was to begin with. Very possibly whoever done these before had over-torqued them, and they turned them all to wavy minced metal, basically. Napoleon. Napoleon. Put Napoleon. Oh yeah, it doesn't even make a noise, not sound. Beauty. Oh, like butter. All right. Hey.
Is that what you got you punched your holes out of?
Yeah, that's the original hub that was on the steering wheel. Yeah. Do the same thing with the thermostat. This is the old one, pretty crusty looking. Don't know how well it works anymore, but since we were right there, might as well change it, right? Steve's grabbing the new one. He's just cleaning the housing right now and all the bolts, and then we're gonna put that in. This also goes in at 11 foot-pounds, 132 inch-pounds. Show a comparison. Old one, new one, big difference. Super good. Stock replacement should be close.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Sometimes, like, you get them, they're like just a degree off there, and they say it's not good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you might as well stick with
Really?
the tune. It's all about the tune, man. The stock tune runs at like a set coolant temperature, so if you change it, usually they say sometimes it can change stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Probably for the worst.
Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah. Well, overall, we get pretty lucky. This is all it is.
Oh yeah, no, this is going great.
Like, I thought the engine was dead.
Yeah, that's it too. Oh, I don't think we cleaned that, eh?
Yeah. No.
Did we? That's very, very crusty.
Yeah.
Fuck. We had it off on the table. We didn't clean it.
Be careful now. Might fit too.
Still got them?
Ooh, that don't fit though. 11 pounds.
Beauty.
That's so scary. Feels like it should be more.
Yeah.
Next. Oh, I thought it was supposed to beep.
Wait for a sound here. Heard snap a few times.
That could be it. It's still turning.
It's weird that one though. It doesn't like because the other one actually clicks. Like,
Yeah, this one just like
that one just goes. Yeah. So the problem here, everybody, is that the small torque wrench only goes up to 20-inch pounds or 20 foot-pounds, and the bigger one goes up to starts at 50 foot-pounds, and the number we're looking for is 22. So it's not maybe the correctest way to do it, but as you can see there, Steve's just getting it to its proper torque spec, or close as we can get, where it's maxed out, and then for the extra 2 pounds, just gives a little bit of extra turn. Should work out. Yeah, so as soon as that's done, we'll start plugging everything back in, hooking up the hoses, and filling up with fluid. Yeah, that was super duper easy.
I didn't take a plug out of your eye.
Goes up. I said, I believe. I didn't say I was sure.
Alright. Double check before we fill it up. All good?
Yeah.
Good. It was a good double check.
I checked. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, here we go.
Have a look. I was busy double checking. I was putting the clamp on crooked.
And now we're checking.
Okay. So, booster pack and try to start it then, right?
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It works too. Don't burn out the battery. Give her out.
CD player was doing the dance.
So, end of the day, we finally got that battery charged up, and look at it, 100% now. Whoa. Got everything all back together, and then we let the battery charge a little bit. Came out to Lake Sierra growing out underneath the truck, so that means there's still a leak. We got in underneath it, figured it all out, checked it out good. Can't see nothing because of the light right now, but ultimately what happened here was it turns out that the water pump issue was not from the gaskets. Those were probably still holding, even though it looked really wet right there. But we played around with it and we checked it out real well. We played around with it and we checked it out really well. And it turns out the problem is the actual pulley on the water pump. It's got a bit of loose in it, so probably the seals in the pulley that go to the shaft, to the pump, whatever, makes it run inside. That's done. So now I got more coolant leaking everywhere. We just put on and basically scrapped 2 gaskets for nothing and about 2.5 jugs of coolant. So I'm gonna have to go shopping for parts again. And so in a way, I hate to admit it and show you guys on video that we screwed up, or I screwed up and didn't get the right stuff and didn't check out the problem right, but that's all part of the game, I guess. And we're just being like super transparent. So you guys saw the mess up, and it happens. It didn't work. I had to get some parts. See you next week.